Hey guys, Spencer Kaufman here. Today we're going to check out a mail program called Mail Primo. This is like an emailing autoresponder type program. It's like MailChimp or any type of thing like that. You can see my other videos here in a card that's going to pop up. I've got a whole playlist on different autoresponder emailing programs like MailX, MailIt, IMSC Rapid Mailer, things like that. I've also tested over a dozen others that I haven't even made videos on yet, so you can check them out. However, videos will be coming out soon. For now, though, let's dive into Mail Primo. This is a cool little program you can use. You can buy this. You can get a link in the description below. It's also one that's kind of hit and miss on when you can get it. They kind of come out with releases every once in a while. So if you click on the link and it's not available, don't worry, it might be coming out another time. However, based on what I'm going to show you, you may or may not want to continue with a purchase. So anyway, here's the dashboard. It's an online web profile. You can log in. It's an app, so it's web-based. However, it does need to go through your hosting account. So if you went to this URL right here, it's not going to work for you. This right here, you can go to appmailprimo.com, app.mailprimo.com, and that will give you to a login page. But when you log in, it will go to connect with your own hosting account. So for me, on the domain I have it is the Closeouts domain. So that's your domain there that you'll see. You can specify that any way you like, so you could put it on whatever domain you want and then continue on. So it does connect via SMTP or API. You can do either or, whichever you want. So if you want to use like a SendGrid or a Mailgun or an Amazon SES or anything like that, you can connect that to it. Or if you want to use the SMTP settings right within your hosting account, you can connect your own hosting account and just run it through your hosting as well. Whatever you want, it's up to you. Then let's dive into the different settings. You can do lists, so you have email lists. You can add email subscribers. So you can add subscribers. You have all subscribers. You can suppress different subscribers or custom stuff. Messages, so you can send out like a newsletter. Now this would be like an email blast or a broadcast where you send out one message to an entire list of people. This could be 100 people, 1,000 people, 3,000, 10,000, etc. The only limitations you may have would be whatever your hosting account has. So some of them say, hey, you can only send out 1,000 a day or 500 an hour or whichever comes first. Or if you have like SendGrid, they say you can only do like 100 a day for the free plan, up to 30,000 a month. Or if you want to start paying, you can do more. Amazon SES, you can do that. And then you just mail out, you pay per how many you send. So you could send out 1,000, you could send out 10, or you could send out 20,000. No limits. You just pay per 1,000 you send. So that's the newsletter. It's like a broadcast. Here, Autoresponder. Now, this is kind of confusing. We're going to get into this a little bit more later on in the video. But autoresponder, to me, an autoresponder would be like a sequence. So someone signs up, and on day one, immediately they get a welcome message. Maybe a week later, they get a second message. 7 days after that, third, and so on. And they just keep getting a message for however many you have set up in the autoresponder. It's automatic. This is not really an autoresponder. This is one message. So you have an opt-in form, they sign up, boom, it sends them one email, and then they're done. They don't get any more messages after that. So that's one thing I'm not quite a fan of with Mail Primo, is it doesn't have a sequence of messages. It is only one message. So it would be like for a free download. Hey, here's a pop-up on my page. Download my free sample of this ebook. Boom, you enter your email, and then it sends you that sample, and then that's it. So really what this autoresponder is it's a lead magnet to get you the emails. Then you use the newsletter function to keep sending out like a newsletter every month. So this Mail Primo is really just a newsletter function. All right, then we've got statistics. So you can track each newsletter, autoresponder, open rates, etc., deliverability. What's really cool about this too is it comes with a ton of templates. So you've got all kinds of different templates you can use within your emails. Now I really like this because the typical things of like MailChimp and Zoho and those free or paid emailing programs, like also Constant Contact and Aweber, they have these HTML email templates that you can throw into your email and then build them. And some of the other stuff doesn't have them. Things like maybe MailIt or MailX, IMSC Rapid Mailer. They had a few templates you could purchase, but definitely MailX and MailIt. Also ArtBreach, they don't have those templates that you can use. So the templates are kind of cool if you want to use them. One thing about deliverability is a lot of people prefer plain text emails nowadays, so these templates might not even help you. But anyway, you've got templates available. Forms, you can create different opt-in forms, so that when people get to your website, they can put their email in and opt in, and it'll be directly connected to Mail Primo. So that's kind of nice. You don't need any third-party plugin or anything like that. They've got a little library feature with all the different stuff you've got in there. Help, which is filled with training videos, PDFs, facts, and stuff, and then bonuses that you can get with your purchase. So let's get started. We'll go back to the dashboard and create a list. That's the first thing you have to do. Actually, the first thing you have to do is your settings, connect your SMTP or API, all that kind of stuff. It's already been done here. I don't want to bore you with that because it's different for every single web hosting. So we'll just start out with creating a list. And as soon as it loads, here we go. Create your first list. I'm going to call it test and then hit create. There we go. There's my first list created. Now we will go to subscribers. Actually, I'm going to just go back to the dashboard because it's very easy. It's got like a thing here. So first list. Now we'll just add some subscribers. Here we go. We can either upload them directly from the PC. Now that would be like a TXT or a CSV file. We can do one at a time, or we can copy and paste a whole list of subscribers. Now, personally, I recommend the copy and paste function, because that means if you have your document in a text file or in an XLS or some type of Excel spreadsheet, whether it's saved as CSV, XLS, whatever, you can just copy paste it right in here. Or you can do one at a time. So I'm just going to show you the one at a time because we're going to do a test email. Then I might as well click on the copy paste so you can see the function, and the upload is just an upload. Click browse, and there you go. So email address, test@test.com. We'll do that. There we go. Enter tags if you want to put tags on them. Like let's say you have different lists. So if you have different marketing campaigns, like one for me personally might be like ebooks. There we go. Or if I want to do a different tag like maybe YouTube, but I have like different channels on YouTube which you should subscribe to. So maybe one might be like YouTube deception, because I have tons of deception tip videos. So I might be like YouTube deception for this email. Whatever the case may be, you can put tags. Then you need to check this box, I have permission. There you go. The tag got saved. You hit next. Bam. And now a subscriber has been added. As soon as this page loads, it will be saved. So that is kind of cool. Another thing is it's going to load up. Now you need to choose the list you want to put that subscriber. So we're going to add it to the test list, then hit add. So it's kind of a two-step process. There we go. Now, I'll show you quickly the upload from PC. Then I'll show you the copy and paste options. They're kind of neat. Let me see if, here we go. So subscriber upload, you can either drag and drop a file or choose a file. And it's an XLS file right here. You can see they also accept the CSVs and the XLSX, so Mac, PC, pretty much any type of Microsoft Excel file. You can enter the tags, put I have permission, you can choose the list, etc. Mapping, choose list, done. So now let's go back and we'll check out the copy paste. It's basically just an open field. So we'll hit add subscriber here. Alright, so here we go. We'll click copy paste. So we just paste in all the email addresses, enter only one email address per line, enter the tags, you have permission, then you choose the list, and you're done. So that's that. That's how you add subscribers. Let's go back to the dashboard. We'll move on to the next thing, because after subscribers, you're going to want to do a message. So I'm going to walk you through both the newsletter message and the autoresponder message here in Mail Primo. Newsletter. We'll click on that. Now again, all of the stuff I'm getting here on the dashboard, you can also get in the side. So if you want to do message, newsletter, it's right there. Alright, we've got Inline Editor. This is the quick Inline Editor. It uses a template. Let's click on it. I'll show you. Then we'll hit the back button. So you got message name. We've got all this stuff here. I guess we might as well just fill it out. Test from is test, or yes, I guess. We'll do test here. Done, done, next. Alright, so then we've got all of the templates you can choose. You can select a template. Then as soon as you select the template, you'll be prompted to add a subscriber list. So for me, I only have the one subscriber that you saw me add. Then you just check the box, then hit send, bam, your newsletter goes out. All right, now, if we want to do a different thing, let's go ahead and do that again. Back to newsletter, it says sorry we could not find, hit create. All right, plain text editor, so let's try that. So that means it's without the template. So we'll do here again, test, and we'll hit test. And from name, we'll just do test again, next. And here we go. So now you're going to see a plain text editor. So now plain text, that doesn't mean it can't have any links, because as you see right here, we have the option to hyperlink. So we could hit test message, and then let's say we want to hyperlink ooh, with no G there. That's all right though. Let's say we want to hyperlink message. We could do link, and then you have display text, target URL, link type, protocol, etc. So we could do a pop-up window, new window. I always like it in a new window. Then we would just hit OK, but we didn't put a URL. That's okay. Test.com. Hit OK. There we go. Now it's linked. So then we would hit the next button, and things would continue on where we would choose our list. We could exclude certain lists if we want. We could suppress a list. We could exclude a certain tag. So if, like, let's say we have a list, and let's say you just have one general list, and you've got 1,000 subscribers in here, and for some reason you decided not to separate them out, which would be dumb. Make sure you separate them out. The more tags, the more separation, the better. So if for me personally, if I had an ebook list, a YouTube list, now my YouTube list would consist of different lists. I'd have how-to video channel, Michael Williams, Spencer Kaufman, and body language. So I'd have 4 different YouTube lists. So let's say I did one list for YouTube, but I did different tags. I could send it and say check this for my YouTube list, but I could uncheck excluding. I could check exclude deception. I could exclude Spencer Kaufman, and I could exclude Michael Williams, and that way I would only be sending this autoresponder or this broadcast to the how-to video channel list. So that's really cool. I really love this feature, how you can kind of check your list. So no matter what, if you've got certain people in the wrong list, as long as you have the right tag attached to them, you can still exclude or include certain tags to send to people. So if someone in this list, let's say the subscriber in the test list had a different tag, I could just include YouTube deception, and that would send it to them. Then you'd hit next, and then send. Follow up that thing. So that's really cool to me. I like that. But again, the autoresponder function is not a real autoresponder. So we'll show you that here. Create autoresponder. It's going to look exactly like creating a broadcast. You've got the inline editor with the template. You've got the plain text. I'll show you the plain text real quick, but it's pretty much exactly the same. Test. We've got a test, or test, and then hit next. Content. We're going to do test again. Next. Edit the template. Here it is. So there's my target list. We'll send it to this list. So here's what I'm saying. You created the autoresponder. Now you're going to target a list. So we're going to target that list. We're going to hit next. Then we choose when we want it sent. Well, this one's going to be sent instantly. We'll send it every single day of the week. So no matter when they subscribe, they get it. We set the autoresponder, and boom. Now we've got this test message sent to the test list, and the status is active. We can toggle that on or off, and it says there, email delay is instant, and that's it. You can check the stats, you can edit it. So really, it's one message. It's only this test message in that autoresponder. I'll prove it to you. If you hit edit right here, it doesn't go to edit the settings. It just goes back to this main thing. Let's say we hit next to the content, and there's nowhere, anywhere here where we can add another email. If we click here, it says test email. You can send a test email. Here is adding an attachment. So there's nowhere here that we can add a second email to this autoresponder. This little I there is a little preview. Save it, and that's that. So really, the autoresponder is not like a sequence. It's just an instant autoresponder. So it would be perfect for like an instant download, but it's not a sequence. So that is the only thing I don't like about Mail Primo. Otherwise, I have nothing but good things to say about it. Everything else is great. It works well. It integrates well with any SMTP or API. It does a good job. It's super easy to use, as you saw here. Everything is just click and one thing after another. Very simple. They got plenty of templates. The form builder I really like as well. So we can create a form that I can put on my website, and then people can opt in. So we can here go like this. Enter form name. Let's just go test 1 so we can differentiate. We could target it to this list. So that means anyone that enters their email into this test 1 form is going to get added automatically to the test list. So we'll hit next. Then it's really cool. You can choose all these different templates. So it's kind of like the Thrive Builder type thing. Let's use this one right here. Select this template, and you can enter in your content. So they're going to do a full name. They're going to do their email address. You can delete something if you want. If you want to delete this or move it or duplicate it, anything like that. Then it hits send me details, save and publish. Now, look at this. You've got a code that you can copy this and put it on your website or in your sidebar or anywhere else. You've also got their hosted link and their HTML code. You can use any of this, paste it where you need to, and then it will appear on your website with an opt-in form. Anyone that enters anything into that opt-in form, they will be automatically added to your test list. So that is that. That is how Mail Primo works. It's a really cool software that you can use for your emailing solutions. You can send out emails to people, broadcasts. You can also use an instant autoresponder for immediate downloads. But basically, it is a newsletter emailing software that you can use completely web-based, no limitations except for those imposed by your hosting account. Do I recommend it? Yes, no, I think it's a good software. It works for what it does, but if you're looking for something for more of an autoresponder, then check out the other videos that I have, because there are things that do a better job. If you're looking for a broadcast where you're just sending out a newsletter manually, then this is definitely the way to go, because it is the best one to use for only that. So take a look at my other videos, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload them, subscribe to the channel, and I really hope that you'll put some comments down below, because activity and things like that really help me know what to do next, and it really helps other people learn more about certain things, especially if you have any support issues. If you paste them down there, then other people can learn as well.